try out a couple of their e-bikes, do an unboxing and review. That's where it starts. Alright guys, welcome to our unboxing and assembly video of our new trike here. We're going to start the unboxing portion of this video. Got my father here.
Nice packaging.
We'll note that during shipping, the boxes did have no damage. The shipping company did do a great job getting that to our location. All right, so everything is nice foam. Very good packaging.
All right, here we've got the box open. Again, it's a double box for protection during shipping. Noted that this box did come in unscathed.
Has to do with a good shipping company.
All right, so we've got the front wheel out. It contains a hub motor.
If you notice the foam packing around all of the areas that holds everything. Very good packaging.
Yep. All right. All right.
So, what is going to be the best way to get this out?
Let me sit. Right up top.
As you see, that's to have two people lifted up out of the box. It's always a good safe bet to hold the box. And there's that. Not too much assembly going to be required, it looks. It's, other than installing that first.
All right. So, Pop, why don't you show them it folded back the way it came in the box. And then if I can. So there is your fold mechanism. And this piece here goes up and down, and it's going to lock
Locks
into
in
there.
place. Let me turn that around and lock it in place.
Lock tight in place there.
It's got a very nice metal flake glossy finish.
Yeah. It's real nice. And then you got the steering, the neck rather. It seamlessly locks in there.
Grab to ensure that the forks don't come damaged. They install a spacer to hold the forks at the set position.
Right.
Okay,
So we've stood it up here just for ease of access to this front dropout here. I'm gonna grab a wrench and take that out, get that front wheel installed.
Now, if you're as anxious to get this in as most people will, you want to take your key and unlock the battery, pull the battery out, find the charger and get that charging so that you can get on it and go riding and you don't have a dead battery. So it's always best to get your charger out while you're assembling the bike. Okay, O being off. Plug it in.
All right, we selected basic tools that everybody should have in their home toolbox. It's fairly straightforward. Straight out there.
Okay, with all the washers and everything loaded up, you just need to ensure that this is going to fit in the dropouts. And you line up the brake rotor. Slide this in position. Drops in.
Okay, it's got the rotor and the brakes between the caliper there.
Okay,
Just lock the
just fit in place.
axle into the dropouts.
And if you notice, there's a screw here that needs to be taken out. And you should actually do that before you drop it in. But if you don't get it, you can always back this out of the way, or you can take it back off. So we need to take these out, and these prevent the axle from spinning. And this is spec, so that there's one on either side. Some just come with one, but it's stronger. The axle is locked into place on both sides. And it takes a Phillips head screwdriver to remove those. And line that up. Install the screw. Do this. I always like to turn it back just a little, and you'll feel it drop in, so you're not cross-threading anything. Snug.
Okay.
I want to do this again.
As you can see, everything came sequenced on this axle of washer, locking tab, nut. But as you can see, that washer creates space here that shouldn't be there. This should be flush with that. So the nut, the washer, and the locking tab are going to need to be pulled off the wire. Maybe this was a mistake made in assembly, just one before the other, but
But it's not hard to correct. So I'm not sure.
which maybe a thinner washer,
Yes.
give it a
maybe.
better assembly.
Maybe. Because I don't like bending that tab in. But I do like that, how it's cut and fit. Both of those are cut and fit. Two fit in
Yeah.
there. So we're going to swap this around. We're going to go this way. And assemble it.
Comment below what you guys think. Now, see, we have the same issue on this side. Again, this is how it came, and if you notice that gap there, if we were to smash this screw in there, it would bend this and jack that out.
So as you're tightening the nuts on here, most people aren't going to have a professional torque wrench to be able to do it. But I always like to get my hand about here and put a reasonable amount, but you don't want to go wrenching on it and stripping any nuts. Just snuggle it down. And that feels pretty good. Okay, now the thing to check is the brake rotor is running true. The tire is running true. It has an equal spacing between each side of the fork. It's set into the recesses very nicely.
All right.
Boy, we
so
got a lot to learn.
we we did do a swap out of the washer here. We did have some debate on whether the wire should go down or up. And as you notice, this way would make it easier bend. However, Pop, if you'll grab that grommet there, the cover, if you were to install that cover any other way.
If you were to install it up, the water would run into the hole and into here. We don't want that. We want it installed in the downward direction with a nice smooth slope, and that's why the plug connector is of this length. So, in the downward position, you get through with this, you may want to install a little bit of silicone around there, and this lines up, and there's a white mark here and an arrow here. You line these two up and you insert the pins and you insert it to the mark and you push in, and you can tell that it's to the proper. Affix wire ties here to do this. I like this one right around here, so let's get one to stick on there. And again, they even supply those wire ties right here in the package.
All right, now that we've got the front wheel on,
Here you can see the chain and the derailleur system, the sprockets. The chain has a very light lube on it, pre-lubed, ready to go. So while we're here, we're going to take a look and make sure that everything didn't come apart during packaging and shipping. And no, everything looks well here. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. Now they have a couple of extra washers, rubber grommets.
that goes to this side here. All right.
And the seat that comes with it is highly cushioned. It's a very nice, comfortable seat. You install it into the seat tube. Of course, you're going to have to find the proper height for yourself. Okay, so while we were assembling the bike, we took it off the bike and plugged it into the charger to make sure that it was fully charged and ready to ride. Into the case as such. There's alignment holes that slides down in and just slides into place. And you turn this back to lock and you can remove your key, and your battery is very secure. Hey, will it fit through the door?
No, hell no, it ain't coming through here.
Yeah.
Half grip throttle. Got your display here. Shifter. 7th gear now. Take it out for its maiden voyage.